the walls begin to close in.
I could be going a million miles an hour.
This again, this again.
Oh God, another day.
It's like, it's hard for people to understand me.
Really bad with anxiety in the last few weeks. For the last 4 weeks, I found it really difficult to stay on this planet.
Anxiety begins to take over your life and dominate and pretty much destroy every part of it.
My nails stare into space, fidget a lot, breathe in shallow breaths, pace the room, have sweaty hands, feel sick, have a panic attack, have a churning feeling, scratch, not be able to go to sleep, have a rapid heartbeat, think I'm having a heart attack. I'm scared of everyone. I'm scared of everything. Sorry, I have to go to the toilet.
I can remember the feeling, and it's like, the way I would describe it, it's like going through a tunnel, or say you're in a tube, like as if I've been in a tube many times, but you know, and there's graffiti in the walls, but when you're on that tube, you're going so fast, and it's going far too fast to be safe, but you can see all the colours. When I was driving, and you know, in the trees in the summertime, they're beautiful, and you feel as if you're going through a tunnel of trees. But it's like when I'm in a panic attack, it's like, even if I was driving, I've never ever had this happen, but in my panic attack, it's like someone's pushing my foot on the accelerator, and I could be going a million miles an hour, and I can't get that thought. I can't recognise. It's just like pure fear.
People have a problem understanding me. It's like, it's hard for people to understand me. It looks like looking out of a black hole. With all anxiety and all that, at the end of the day, I haven't got a problem with it. It's like banging your head against a brick wall. The way I would say it, it's like being in a bubble. You can't get out, but people can get in. You can push as much as you like, but you won't get out. With anxiety, you get so frustrated. It's like if you're trying to explain to someone and they don't get over what you're trying to explain, you feel like giving up, or you get very annoyed. And then in that case, that's when you say, right, that's it, I'm going home. I've had enough. I normally get anxiety and I normally get mad. That's the way I deal with it. I'm me, and that's it.
When I wake up, it's such a disappointment. This again. The fear of the day ahead. Shallow breathing. Lump in throat. Loose bowels. Sweaty bum. I want a fix-it pill, but they won't give me these anymore. They say they're addictive. Damn them. So I lie here, fearing the day and longing for the night's warm shroud.
An overwhelming feeling of impending doom, of helplessness and impotence washes over me. There's no way to avoid the coming disaster. As the walls begin to close in, I get dizzy and feel faint, like I'm going to throw up. Suddenly, I feel completely divorced from everything. Suddenly, everywhere is too crowded. Everyone is jabbering away, but the noise isn't connected to anyone, to any individuals. I begin to drown in a confusion of noise and busyness, and I have to run away.
It's morning. Oh God, another day. I feel so ill. Get up. Go, have a shower. Oh, that's a wee bit better. Don't go back to bed. Get dressed. Have breakfast. I can't eat. You must eat. I look at my cornflakes, and it takes me half an hour to eat them. But my prize is I can go and lie on the couch. Start thinking about family situations. Don't go there. Just breathe deeply and try to relax. Listen to the radio. Take your mind off it. Can't stand this. Why can't I get an injection just to put me out of my misery? There's no help for me, and I can't cope.
I've had anxiety quite a while now, and I've always been told that you try making your diet better. So you're anxious about making your diet better, and is there something you can do to improve? And you try all of those things, and you don't get better, and it gets worse. So then they tell you it's a fight or flight reaction, and you learn the breathing exercises. They start with paper bags over your head and things like that, and then other exercises that are a bit more sophisticated, and you try all of those and they don't make you any better, and then you feel worse and worse, and you just wonder why, because nothing will make it get any better and it won't go away. And that's how anxiety begins to take over your life and dominate and pretty much destroy every part of it, and you end up wondering, is there an antidepressant that works for anxiety? No. And the doctors tell you that all the other things that you can suffer, probably as far as they know, come from anxiety, and perhaps as you become less anxious you'll get better, but you don't become less anxious. That makes you more anxious, because you try all of those and they don't work, so you get more anxious. And that's kind of how it dominates your life completely. So you've been a functioning person, and then it's like somebody just comes in and takes that away completely. And you can't find a mechanism. You can't actually even visualize anxiety as an enemy that you can fight, because it's invisible. So you don't even know what you're fighting. That for me is anxiety.
I get a whooshing in my ears sometimes, like tinnitus, but white noise kind of sound. That, no noise. That is not calming or relaxing. And that goes sometimes 24 hours a day. Been in a state of high anxiety for the last 4 weeks. And I hate using that word because I always think of the Mel Brooks film. Anxiety will, if left untreated, it can kill you. Heart disease, all these things, negative coping techniques, smoking, drinking, the things we do to alleviate the stress that are negative for our physical health, all impact on us. Where it could start off as just a nervous butterfly, which takes on a life of its own till you've got something inside you that it feels like you need to release it. The feeling I get inside me is like I want to impale myself. I want the pressure that's built up inside me to be released. And it can be crushing. And when you give verbal clues to how you're feeling, people won't necessarily pick up on that. All those things go out of the window. It's an escalation of feeling trapped. We were talking to the cab driver on the way up. He suffered from it. In fact, he joked about it, and then he said, actually, he said, that feeling you get when you watch a horror film, he said, I get that now, just in life. And I said, that's anxiety. All that stuff that you used to have when you watched a film, that increasing mounting tension that the music creates and the pauses in the film create, all of that is to heighten your anxiety in a film and get you to that point where they can either take you to the next step or the next step. When you've got that going on, when you get it in your daily thing and you can't control it, or it's because you're out of your comfort zone, or things have happened that would lead you to think that more bad things will happen, and you're kind of waiting for it. There is still worse to come, and you're wondering what the worse is.